Dr. McCollough, this is my three-person audience for my persuasive speech for your Communications 1101 class.
Imagine taking a nice hike one day. As you go through your hike, you start to realize your canteen's getting a little dry, so you find it creep to go refill it. As you kneel down and you're refilling your canteen, you notice the water is really oily. It looks like motor oil. It kind of grosses you out, so you head back. Decide to kind of cut your hike short for the day. As you're heading back, you notice the brush just is scattered with plastic remnants and rotten food. It's kind of ruined your hike. At least it was only your hike that was ruined. There's some people that live in these conditions every single day for their whole life. I'll be speaking on recycling today. My personal interest in recycling comes from being around it my whole life. My family has always recycled, so I followed suit with the interest. Hopefully some of the information I give you today can help you create some of your own recycling practices. First, what is recycling? Recycling is defined as the collection and reconditioning of materials to be put back into use. The company Waste Management defines recyclable materials as paper, plastics, glass, metals, and even batteries, which there are a lot of in the world. Now, we have a basic idea of what recycling is. Let's talk about some benefits of recycling. First, we'll begin with economic benefits. Economic benefits cover everyone from industry to single household. In industry, they help conserve fleets and trucks. Industry does not have to pay for more buildings to house and deal with trash. On the single household front, it helps with you don't have to buy new products, and also paying disposal fees is now gone. The second form of benefit is environmental benefit. Air, water pollution, and natural resources are all helped with recycling. Everything is affected when recycling. Anywhere we can get trash away from becomes a healthier place. Now that I've mentioned a few benefits, I'll mention some downfalls of improper disposal. First, we'll start with environment. Water pollution is a huge deal. It usually starts in landfills where the mixing of materials and decomposition forms a chemical called leachate. This chemical leachate soaks through the dirt into the underground water reservoirs, thus polluting it and making it undrinkable and unusable. This is a horrible, horrible happening. Second is land pollution. Again, back to landfills. Landfills will never go away. You can lime them, you can try to make them healthier, they will still never go away, and they will always be a source. An example of this, there's a 1,000-foot, 30-year-old mountain of trash in Lebanon. There's actually a town connected to this mountain. Kids even play on this mountain as a playground. This is completely uncalled for and completely human done. A third problem with improper disposal is economic problems. Industry has to pay for more services. They have to make bigger fleets, more carbon emissions through these trucks. They have to pay for bigger buildings. They also have to hire more people. It might sound like a good thing for us, but for industry, it is a huge headache. Economic problems can also be formed on the household front as well. The more trash you have, the more you have to pay for disposal services. If you're not recycling, more products will also be created from new virgin materials, which in the end cost more. This can affect you very, very harsh. We've mentioned some benefits, recycling, some downfalls of improper disposal. Now I'll mention a few groups that are working with both of these things. The first is a government agency, the EPA, the Environment Protection Agency. They work directly with the health of the environment and of society. They are very concerned with public health, what the public is doing, and also with private companies. They tend to look over a few economic problems that run with recycling and disposal as well. The second is a private group called Waste Management. They deal with anything from picking up single household garbage to destruction of government property and papers. They deal with literally anything you can think of for disposal. They recently moved to a form of recycling called single-stream recycling, which is very efficient. Single-stream recycling is where you take all of your materials, put them together, a bin such as this, and send them out. The materials are then separated in a different facility and recycled. This helps the consumer and the industry. The consumer has to do less work and actually makes a positive out of the out-of-sight, out-of-mind mentality. On the industry side, it helps them because they do not have to send out more crews, say 3 times a week. They only have to do it once. They can pick up everything in one bundle, take it to their place, and then deal with it. They don't have to worry about problems arising from things they can't control. An article in The Economist showed the usefulness of single-stream recycling. The city of San Francisco switched to single-stream recycling a few years ago, and it is now known that 69% of the disposable material in San Francisco is recycled. 69% is a huge number. Now, we have a general idea of some benefits, some downfalls of improper disposal, and a few ideas of who's working with it. I'll reiterate my points I've made in the speech. First of all, vital that we recycle. Our earth will no longer continue to thrive if we do not recycle. This leads into my second point, improper disposal. Improper disposal will end the world. It will pile up, it will create mountains, it will never go away. It is non-organic material. And the third is there are organizations that are dealing with these problems. They are completely overwhelmed by the volume of disposable trash. So, in conclusion, mountains of trash are real. Black ponds of oil are real. People living in trash is very real, whether we see it or not every day. So, to finish with a fact, the San Diego Office of Education states that if recycled correctly, a 12-ounce glass bottle can actually produce enough energy to power a 100-watt light bulb for 4 hours. And look how easy this is. And you're done.